Wolf, say good morning. Ooh, it's very rainy today. So, had a debate about AI the other day with colleagues and whether it's a big trouble coming down on us or whether it's going to be something positive. Big concerns in the academic communities over plagiarism and how the students might be using it. But you know what? I say anything in life, well, most things in life, not anything in life, but in particular AI, is a tool. I'm not really concerned about AI. I'm concerned more about the people behind AI who are coding it. Because if you code in it toxicity, bullying, exclusivity, and all the rest of it, then I'll be worried about AI. AI is only as good as the people who create it. And yes, at some point it may start taking its own views on matters, but those views will be influenced by the biases that the coders and the creators would have put in the coding lines. Anyway, back to plagiarism. I think our duty as academics, or even our duty as professionals, is to ensure that we teach students how to use it ethically. Is there an ethical way of using AI? Yes, there is. If you create your own content and you use AI to better it, nothing wrong with that. You're using it as a tool. If you create assessments, which is the big concern, how to make sure that the essay is written by the student and not by AI. Come on, Wolfie, let's go. Go, Wolfie. Well, the key there is to either design AI out or design AI in. I think you have to go in the extremes here. So how do I design AI out? Well, you could create really innovative assessments. For example, presentations, posters where the students have to present. You know, our student numbers are small in the areas that I teach. The exams were created by Cambridge and Oxford to deal with huge numbers of students. We don't have to just say, let's do exams in everything. I mean, unless you are in areas like law, engineering, the medical professions, any profession that you need to really memorize and know the basic laws, if you like. Because if you build a bridge and you don't know what you're doing, the bridge will collapse. Or if you're trying to operate on someone and you don't know what you're doing, there's trouble there as well. So, any of the other professions that require critical and creative thinking and analytical skills, you don't really have to use exams just because you want to design out AI. There's so many other wonderful assessments. What about creating an assessment where the assessment itself, Wolfie, what do you think about this one? You say, okay, for this module, for this unit of learning, we are going to co-create the assessment, right? So you actually work with each student, and each student creates an assessment that best fits their own profile, their skills, and their strengths and opportunities. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I said the other day to a colleague, I'm not going to test a monkey how it swims or a fish how it climbs. How unfair is that? The key point I want to make sure is that my students have the transferable skills and the critical and creative mind that will make them true leaders in the professional world. That's what I want to teach. That's what I want to learn. I want to learn with my students, not just teach. I want to inspire by them and hopefully inspire them back. I want to give them the right information for them to innovate. I don't want to create parrots, not pirates, parrots. So, come on, Wolfie, come on. I know it's raining and I know it's bad, but you wanted the walk. So now you have to innovate. If you run, you might try. I don't know how to innovate in a wet weather, but apart from maybe holding an umbrella or wearing a really thick jacket. It's my fault I didn't put Wolfie's jacket on, but we'll soon be home and he can dry. Anyway, where was I? Okay, so design out. I've talked a little bit about designing out things in AI in assessment. But what about designing in, Wolfie? Wolfie, how can we design AI in? Well, here's an idea. Let's say you're going to create an essay. Instead of saying, let's think of an essay. There's a bench down there. It's like, describe the bench. And then a student goes in AI and puts a picture of the bench and say to the AI, describe the bench. You can change the essay to say, use 3 different AI platforms. I don't know, ChatGPT, Gemini and Copilot, to ask each one to describe the bench. And then analyze what is wrong with that description. Which one is the better platform, and what would you do different to describe the bench better for specific customers? Let's say for the elderly, for specific demographic, for the elderly and for kids, 2 extremes. Now suddenly what you've done is you've taken the platforms of AI, 3 different ones. You've asked the student to use their analysis, criticality. You'll ask them to put some citations and base their arguments based on what's in the literature. Bob's your uncle. So don't be scared of tools. A knife, Wolfie, can spread butter on a piece of toast, or it can kill a person. It's a tool. It's how we, the people, use it. So I'm not saying to make it easy or difficult for students. I'm saying make it creative for students, make it creative for your clients, so that both you and your students or your clients get the best of both worlds, folks. Now, what will happen in the future? Well, all we have is dreams and fears. The future hasn't happened yet. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen in a few seconds, or it's going to happen in a few years. Live in the now, design for the future, and have a little bit of faith, right? What's the worst that could happen, Wolfie? We could all die, Yanis. Well, then we won't care, will we? Anyway, look after yourselves and each other, and do what Wolfie does. Smell the flowers every now and then. Do not eat the grass. And try to hold an umbrella when you walk in the rain. Cheerio!